You're not going to want to miss this episode. We're talking Shane Steichen, his offensive philosophy and identity, and the magic that's being made right now between a head coach, an offensive coordinator, and an MVP candidate at quarterback, and how we got to this place, because I think it's a pretty special story. I know a lot of you guys have an interest in a video I made about Shane Steichen a couple years ago. This is going to kind of tie all those things together that I said in that video from 2020 and just kind of paint how this offense looks with Jalen Hurts at the helm. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. What's up, Cerebral football fans? My name is Steven Hyder. This is Gate City Sports Channel. Hey, man, today's topic is really going to be about the magic that is Shane Steichen and what he has cooked and brewed here in Philadelphia, because I honestly think if you go back to the origins of this story, if you go back to the origins, the beginnings of Shane Steichen as a play caller, before he was even really kind of given the full title and duties of an offensive coordinator, it goes back to the 2019 season, to where the Los Angeles Chargers actually dismissed Ken Whisenhunt as their offensive coordinator. This happened, the first report I see is on October 29th. The official statement I see looks like it's around the October 30th timeframe. So basically, beginning of November, Shane Steichen took over play calling. And I think if you go back to that original origin of the story and you look at Phillip Rivers and you see what Shane Steichen did there is, being the quarterback coach, being now thrusted into the responsibility of calling plays, you start to see his identity painted very clearly there. If you go through and you filter how many throws Phillip Rivers made above 2.5 seconds compared to below 2.5 seconds prior to the play calling responsibilities being switched over, you can see a very, very clear and stark difference here. I only filtered out 6 weeks, and I think if we're going to be fair about it, I shortchanged the week here because I don't think he took over responsibility in play calling until like week 8. To be quite fair, man, I think you got 7 weeks of Anthony Lynn's offense and Ken Whisenhunt, to be quite honest. Through 6 games, there were 76 passes of 2.5 seconds or less for Phillip Rivers inside of Anthony Lynn and Ken Whisenhunt's offense, okay? When you take that number and you divide that by the 6 games, it basically averages its way out to about 12.6 throws per game. I'm going to go ahead and round that up to a nice even 13 throws a game under 2.5 seconds. The minute Shane Steichen walks through the door and takes over play calling responsibility, what happens? Shane speeds things up, guys. You have 213 plays under 2.5 seconds. Divide that out by the 10 remaining games I have left on this, and you get 21.3. 21 passes per game from 13 to 21 under 2.5 seconds. The identity and the philosophy of Shane Steichen, I think, is quite clear when you look at the numbers. We just didn't know exactly how it would be implemented with Jalen Hurts. But it's very simple what he wants to do. He wants to hold the eyes of defenses, whether that's through play action, RPOs, etc., right? And then he wants to speed that internal clock of the quarterback up. He wants the ball out of the quarterback's hands very quickly. All right, I want to fast forward and I want to talk about what we saw when Justin Herbert became the quarterback of the Chargers. When you got now Shane Steichen as an offensive coordinator and a play caller, now he's dealing with a young quarterback. It's one thing to work with Phillip Rivers. That dude had 10-plus years in the NFL. He's a baller. Another NC State guy like myself, man, we got to back our Pac guys up, but it's different when there's a young guy behind center. So what did it look like? But first, a word from today's sponsor, Future. My health struggles have been fairly well documented on this channel. And recently, I've been working with my own personal trainer, Cameron. And a lot of you guys might be asking, Steve, Gate, why are you working with a personal trainer, man? You've got prior military experience, you've played ball, you don't know how to set your own programming. Man, I got to tell you, there's something to be said about having extra eyes on your programming, extra eyes on your diet, nutrition, and extra eyes on basically helping keep you accountable. I connected with Cameron thanks to today's sponsor, Future. Future is a fitness app that will pair you with your own highly credentialed personal trainer who will build you custom workouts that you can complete on your own time wherever you are. It's like having a personal trainer in your own living room. Upon signing up, you will have a video call with your trainer who will then design you a fitness plan that is unique to you. Future's trainers are equipment agnostics, meaning if you're only able to do bodyweight workouts at home, or if you choose to go to the gym, the coach will build it into your plan. Between voice prompts, video check-in calls with your trainer, and messaging within the app, you'll feel like your trainer is always by your side. Together, you and your trainer will work together to achieve your fitness goals. If you start to get bored with your plan, your coach is there to change it up for you and keep you on track. Future's trainers have trained everyone from professional athletes to working professionals. No matter your level, your trainer meets you where you are at. Whether your goal is to get back to the gym, lose weight, or feel your best, there's an expert future trainer who knows exactly how to help you. If you finally want to hit your fitness goals, then I have a special offer for you. If you use my link, you will get your first month free until February 10th. This is a very, very limited time offer, guys, to where you will get your first month free if you sign up by February 10th. Guys, take advantage of this. It's very, very limited. Following February 10th, guys, they're still going to hook us up. They're still going to give you a great deal, but it'll be a $19 a month kind of trial period for it. Think of what you can accomplish during that month. Go to https://tryfuture.co/Gate City Sports. That's GATCITYSPORTS. See the description down below if you guys just want a quick link to click on. All right, y'all. Back to today's video. Simply put, play action passes, 127. RPO passes for Justin Herbert, 20. So definitely more play action than RPO with Justin Herbert. Passes under 2.5 seconds, guys. 342 passes under 2.5 seconds compared to 253 passes above 2.5 seconds, speeding up the quarterback. Under center, 138 times. Under center, that's a big number, guys. No huddle, 67. Time to throw, 2.69. You guys might ask, what is the significance of that 2.69 numbers when it comes to Justin Herbert? I'll tell you, go look at his numbers in 2021 and 2022. If you go to Next Gen Stats and you filter by those seasons, look at the uptick, guys, over 2.8 seconds in both seasons. There's a major difference when Shane Steichen got removed from that offense and Justin Herbert holding the ball longer now. So we can see that this is partially due to an philosophical belief here, right? An identity of Shane Steichen's and what he believes in as a play caller, what he believes in terms of scheming things up. The magic that was Jalen Hurts. 2021. Now you got different players in here. Guys, I talked in that video, and I talked about it's really difficult to hammer down who's responsible for what. I know what each guy kind of brings, right? I knew that Steichen was more of the play action and that kind of stuff, right? I knew, he wants to speed his quarterbacks up. I knew that when you looked at Nick Sirianni's a big believer in the matchup. Like, oh, no, we got to isolate a guy, get that guy on the matchup, and take advantage of the matchup, right? And then you took a look at a guy like Kevin Patullo. I knew that Kevin Patullo's kind of his magic, it existed inside the realm of RPOs. He was the passing game coordinator. He really, really has a feel for RPO offenses. And we had to mix this together and figure out how the formula works. And it took us a while, guys. Remember, Shane Steichen didn't have original play calling duties here either. 2021, let's take a look at Jalen Hurts, guys. Play action passes, 111. RPO passes, 95. Balance, man. We like to throw in those wrinkles, no doubt about it. 218 passes below 2.5 seconds. 214 passes above 2.5 seconds. It's not horrible. It ain't horrible, but he's holding the ball a lot longer than I think Steichen would have liked, to be quite honest, on the 2021 season. He had 23 snaps under center. You can see right away that is a big difference compared to Phillip Rivers. He was under center 116 times, and then my guy Herbert was under center 138 times. Compare that to Jalen Hurts' 23. And there's a reason for that, right? Is that Jalen Hurts is so much more of a threat from the shotgun formation than under center. You have to do a lot more as a defense to diagnose what's happening to you when he's under center and he can threaten you, as opposed to being under center compared to being in shotgun formation. So shotgun formation for Jalen Hurts, I think, works a lot more to his advantages. And we see that inside the one of the wrinkles we didn't know yet. No huddle, 69 snaps and no huddle. 3.12 time to throw in the 2021 season. Jalen Hurts went to work. The coaches put in the work on the offense, and what was the result in 2022? Well, we're playing in the Super Bowl, so that's one result. But what was the honest results here, guys? 133 play action passes. A little uptick from the 111 from last year. 122 RPO passes. A little uptick over the 95. Of course, we're playing longer into the season, too, so we got to keep that in mind. Play action and RPOs both. Big part of this offense, right? Big part of making you commit. Making you commit to the zones. Where are you going to fall into that zone if you're zoning us? We want to see it. Jalen, when you see the zone, beat the zone. 307 passes below 2.5 seconds compared to 153 above 2.5 seconds. Guys, listen to that ratio. 307 below 2.5 seconds, 153 above it. The season before it was 218 to 214. The young man went out there, put in the work, and got much faster at processing this stuff. Got much quicker in terms of making those decisions and getting the ball out of his hands. 21 snaps under center, 23 the season prior. They're not putting Jalen under center. There's a reason for that. He is so much more of a threat in the shotgun than under center. No huddle, 94 snaps. They went no huddle even more this season. And by the way, that 94 snaps of no huddle, it beats everybody else's in terms of no huddle and kind of like how they played them. I mean, there's definitely a belief you can see from the no huddle stats to say that they trust Jalen to kind of operate this thing. 2.76 time to throw, from 3.12 to 2.76. Is that fast enough, guys? Is he processing the field fast enough for you? Hey, this thing is a thing of beauty, but I want to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think, guys. I think that the chefs are in the kitchen. We got the prep cooks in there doing the prep work. Like we fitting to bake us a Super Bowl victory here. That's what I think. All right, y'all. Leave your comments down below. Like I said, guys, let me know what you think. If you got any other questions, let me know, guys. I'll do the best I can to answer them for you. And with that said, guys, I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you guys on the next video.